Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's another...
When he hit here, it kind of cracked it there. And he didn't speed off. He just kind of...
He might have pulled into like
an icy road, a hit and run, and a driver with a surprising explanation.
And then she had surgery recently on her thumb.
And then you're wearing your seatbelt?
Yes.
No airbags or anything? No injuries?
Nothing like that.
So the brakes were functional, but the anti-lock brakes were not functional.
What really happened on that snowy night?
What happened after that?
Stick around as body cam footage uncovers the truth behind this tense roadside encounter.
Hello. Hi. Thank you guys for coming in.
Sure.
It was David?
Yes.
And your name? Nice to meet you all. Thanks for coming in.
Sure, thank you.
Why don't we start by taking a look at the car, if you guys don't mind. I assume you brought it with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's go take a peek.
Yeah, I figured since I didn't hear from you last night that we...
Yep. Yeah, I tried a couple different places. This guy owns like 6 houses or something like that. So I tried a couple different places to see if I could figure out if this is just a misunderstanding or what. And I can't get a hold of it. So we will go forward with the crash report.
Absolutely.
So. Perfect.
Easy to figure out which one.
Well, and I can see the damage from here. That's all it is?
Although
that dent
thing is cracked.
Oh, gotcha.
And we didn't look at him that close.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, obviously you can see the dent there, and then it's when he hit here, it kind of cracked it there. And
oh, gotcha.
And I don't know if there's any damage on it. And then these were... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another crack over there. Was that there before?
No.
That's new?
Might be oh, yeah, no, that wasn't there before.
That wasn't there before either?
And then these we found sitting right on there. Pieces of his car.
I would imagine that's from his car, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know. Because he had a white car, too.
Oh, and I got a couple more pieces.
I don't think that's from this.
Oh, wait, I think, are those? I don't want to give you just dust from my... Yeah, because they were sitting right here. Like right here. Now, they could have moved around. I just saw them tonight.
They look like they're from back here.
Oh, okay.
There's a chunk missing out of here.
Oh, gosh.
Sure.
Yeah, here's another piece, too.
They appear to be from that.
From our car,
by
not
my
his
best
car.
estimation.
Yeah,
but
we just know that he had a white car as well, so we figured we'd just grab it just
sure.
in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we take this off so we can take a look and see if these match it?
How do we
Absolutely.
get it off?
There's a clasp on the bottom there.
It's terrible when your daughter more.
There might be more than one clasp.
I don't think we've ever taken this.
It like hits. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's another chunk there.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, actually
That might be the whole...
Yep, that's the whole assembly.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, like I said, the weird part is he didn't speed off. He just kind of...
Because she thought he was going to turn in the road that she turned off of. And he hit her hard, I mean. She said she went forward and...
Adam Mary King 558.
Just wondering if these are possibly pieces off of this or not. That's the same color there, Chiosh? I just can't tell where it would have come from on here. They're just not sure if this is a piece of their car or a piece of his.
It was just kind of sitting on the...
Well, actually, there's something underneath here. There's kind of...
Yeah, there's another piece of plastic.
that explains
That
it.
is kind of... So the rim around here.
Probably pieces
Yeah.
off of yours then.
Yep.
Set them there anyway. Yeah, if you could, please. We'll set this back on here for his photos, but you guys might want to put it in the trunk until you get it fixed or replaced. All right, so tell me what happened.
So I was just stopped at the stoplight, right by Target and Noodles going
South on
Appleton.
So you're headed this way on Appleton.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just sitting there, and then I heard a bang, and it didn't like right away process that was my car, but I went like that, and then he was behind me, and the light was still red, and there was like 2 cars in front of us. So once the light turned green, I went and turned into there's like a parking
White Oak Circle?
Yeah.
Took a right?
I turned there thinking the person would follow me, and then they just went straight. I called my parents.
Like, I don't know what to do. I got hit and so they just took off. I'm like,
and
are
then,
you okay?
right after I hung up, a black truck pulled in behind me, and I didn't know who they were because I had my hazards on, thinking like, oh, maybe they're just helping me. And he said, I was the car behind the car that hit you. I saw him just drive off, and he even like seemed surprised because he just drove off normally. He was like, yeah, I didn't think he was gonna drive off. Sure. And then gave me the license plate.
He gave me his name and his name and phone number if you need to talk to him.
Sure.
That you guys could call.
What's your last and your first name? We already talked about that. And your middle initial. Date of birth?
Another big day.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Herself, then. Told her we're not responsible for you anymore. This is what he gave her. That's his name and phone number, the witness.
Okay. Is it okay if I keep this?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
And then she gave you the license. You gave the license plate yesterday.
What's a good phone number for you?
Do you want her phone number
Your
or
phone number. Gotta get used to giving that out. You're in charge now, starting tomorrow.
Oh, I wish it was said.
Although, maybe not so much if you're still living at home.
Yeah, she's still a nice girl. I'm finished.
They still have a little bit of control, right?
Just a bit.
Home address. Yeah, what do we got here?
Yeah. Is it 2008? I think it's 2008.
Who's the chief of police now in the Falls?
Mark Waters.
Okay, because my cousin used to be.
Who's that?
Annie
Rosinski.
Yeah, she retired.
She's a marshal now.
What, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Rosinski?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah,
she's
she's
a
my
US
cousin.
Marshal.
She's related to. And then Mr. Petroff, Jack was for a long time.
He hired me.
Jack?
Best chief ever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love.
Goes to school with his granddaughter Ellie Oshevsky, so we know the family very
He's
well.
such a
We
wonderful
saw many softball games and basketball games.
Sure. Since she's still technically, can I get your same last name?
This is my first.
Middle initial. Date of birth.
There were some cracks on the cover too. I don't know if those are
Yep, I got
those. The photograph. Okay.
Phone number for you?
26. Oh, I'm sorry. I was giving out my work number.
Same address then?
Yes,
All right. Who's the owner of the car?
I am.
You are. All right. And then what insurance company does it have?
Hanover. Do you have her
She
card?
has her insurance card.
Perfect.
Trained her well. And her driver's license if you need that too.
Should be all right. It's not suspended or something, is it?
No.
Better not be.
See? He still has some control.
It'll make for a real funny birthday tomorrow.
So, to be better prepared for next time, I'm going to take your word for it for today, but that's not actually an insurance ID card.
You probably have it in.
But that's
That's not okay. That's what we thought.
I'll take your word for it today. No worries. It's all right. So the witness stopped out by you and said that he followed that car for a little while?
Yeah, like I think he might have pulled into like the Noodles parking lot, but he said, I saw him drive away, I like got a picture of the license plate, and then he said like he turned around, stopped by me.
And that license plate that he gave you, do you have it written down somewhere?
Yeah, he told me to type it in my notes.
Gotcha. It was AFC 6230, right?
AFC 6230, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, this guy's around here somewhere. I'm going to try and get in contact with him.
Okay.
So there's kind of two ways that this can go. Hit and run to an occupied vehicle is a misdemeanor. So as long as you guys are on board with being a complainant for a misdemeanor charge, we're certainly willing to forward that out to the DA's office. That is if I can identify him as the driver. I know he owns the car, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was driving it.
Okay.
So if I'm not able to confirm who was driving the car, the result would be what we call a citation for owner's liability for hit and run, which means whether he was driving it or not, he's still responsible for the fact that somebody hit your car with his car. That's not a misdemeanor, but it does get a citation issued and gets it documented that at least he's the owner of that car for insurance purposes. So after he's done with his photos, are you all done with your photos?
Measurements.
We can walk inside, a couple pieces of paperwork to fill out, and I'll get you the information for the crash report.
Okay.
So do they get a citation for like inattentive driving or whatever you decide and for leaving the scene of an accident, or is that not?
So again, if if I can figure out who was driving the car, he'll get hit and run to occupied vehicle, which is the misdemeanor, as well as whatever applicable traffic violations there are. If I can't say that he was the one driving it, the only citation that there's owner's liability for is just the hit and run.
Gotcha.
So if I can't figure
You're
out...
not then responsible for leaving the scene.
If he said he wasn't driving, he can't be responsible for leaving the scene of the crime.
Exactly. So the reason the owner's liability thing exists is twofold. It's one for circumstances like this where I might not be able to get a hold of him to know whether he was driving it or not. Or if he's trying to protect the person who was driving it. It's like, well, if you're not going to tell me who was borrowing your car, then, here's your citation.
Will we will get his name correct eventually?
It will be in the crash report, yes. Exactly.
Because I do work for a law firm, so.
Gotcha. Now, the only circumstance where I would probably walk back on the hit and run site would be some kind of, I've been doing this long enough, crazy things happen, right? He might have pulled off at the next driveway and sat there for an hour waiting for you to come to him. I've had stuff like that happen before.
But you were there probably for a half an hour before. Yeah. 20 minutes, he could have.
I talked to one of this guy's family members. He doesn't have a cell phone. So maybe he got lost trying to find, maybe he'll have some story about how he got lost trying to find the police department. Sure. Or he thought he was in Brookfield and went to the Brookfield Police Department and then couldn't figure out where he was, If something like that happened, we'll walk back on the hit and run site and just do what's applicable as far as violations. If he made an effort to try and report it and just didn't work out for whatever reason, but I think more than likely the hit and run will be the case. So, a couple of pieces of paperwork here, and then I will keep you guys updated as far as what I come up with trying to make contact with him. So, first things first. This is for you because you're the registered owner of the car.
Okay.
That's our case number right there. Let your insurance company know that the car is involved in a crash. They should be able to get a copy of our crash report using that, and then they can give you instructions as far as repairs go.
So they get the report, we cannot get that, correct?
You can get a copy of it too.
Oh, okay.
They can help you with an open records request right here.
How long does it take to do the report?
So
talk to them and try to.
It'll be a couple days probably before it's available to you.
Okay.
I would say a week tops before you could get a copy of it.
Okay.
But yeah, they can help you out with the forms for open records.
All right.
This right here is for all of you, essentially. Pretty much the same information on there. That's my name, case number again. This is what we call a victim's information pamphlet. So because it's likely going to result in a misdemeanor charge, you are the victim of a crime. I'm going to be honest, most of the stuff in there is applicable to like domestic violence victims, robbery victims, stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Give it a read. Anything that applies to you, feel free to use it. Lastly, this form gets a little different when it's with juveniles. Let's take a look. So, because she's still a juvenile
When it happens.
for a few more hours, and when it happened, I'll have you, Dad, fill this information in here, and then you can list her name right there.
Okay.
And then if you wish to put Mom down as an alternate contact, you can do that. If you could fill that form out for me, it'd be much appreciated.
Okay.
I got a pen for you
Otherwise, I think I might have
here.
All right.
And then that form gets sent out to our district attorney's office. They like to have it on file as a little bit of redundancy for contact information because sometimes they have issues getting in contact with people. Like, say, a year from now, this goes to a trial or something like that.
Right. But yeah.
Very, very unlikely. Yeah.
So, did his family members didn't know where he was?
It's kind of long and drawn out. Like, he's got houses all over the place.
Okay.
And the family that I spoke to is like 4 hours away from here. They've been trying to get in contact with this guy too. And he's got like 2 or 3 different houses down here in the Milwaukee area. So I've been going door to door.
So he's not a local.
Well, he owns some houses in the area, and he owns some houses that are 4 hours away from here too. So kind of hard to track him down.
Well, and I mean, the whole issue of, a citation, I guess I don't care. It's not that important. But, if he didn't know that he hit her and drove away, that's scary. We had to take my dad's driver's license away because I didn't want this to happen to my dad.
That's another possible outcome. Is if
then I would like his family to be aware of that.
I don't remember exactly how old the owner of this car is, but he's an older gentleman. So, if I get in contact with him and he's got some, major cognitive issues or something like that, that could result in what we refer to as a driver condition report, meaning I'd send something out to the DMV saying, hey, this guy needs to be reevaluated in terms of his
Trust me, we
ability
took
to
my dad to the
drive.
DMV to be reevaluated.
Yeah.
He turned on a red arrow, and they said, you know what, why don't you come back
And try again.
and try again?
Oh,
I'm like, seriously, the point of it was,
I always just get it out of it.
yeah. The point of taking him was for the DMV to say, yes, you can't drive anymore, because he wasn't listening to
They did not
children.
help you out.
They didn't help us, so then we finally told his doctor, we said, you have to tell him he can't drive.
Sure.
Because I didn't want him to do this. I mean, he just drove in the Menominee Falls area, but
Yeah.
I worried that he was going to hit a kid in the neighborhood.
Sure.
Yeah, you hit a
It's,
person.
it's unfortunate as our families get
It's
older
hard.
to
It's hard.
deal with that, but it's so many times I'm at somebody's house, it's like, 84-year-old grandpa's still driving and his car is just covered with scratches. So it's like, how many times has he burned somebody on a hit and run that he doesn't even know?
And,
he
the
committed
cars
it
can
or-
be fixed. People can't always be fixed. That was my, concern. It's difficult. I mean, it broke my heart when I had to do it to my dad.
Yeah.
It's teary-eyed. You taking all his freedom
I bet
away. And then it involved us taking him everywhere too.
Yeah, then we
So that it was more work for us.
You took my license away, now you gotta...
Now
Oh,
you
we have
drive
to take
me
you to the grocery
everywhere.
store, and yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
I put my name in the wrong spot at first, but...
That's
Pen's there.
Nah, that's all right. We'll be okay. Okay, perfect. So what I will do is I will be in contact with you guys over the next couple of days while I look into this. Essentially, I have by statute, it's kind of weird. I have 72 hours now that I have the report and I have his info. I have 72 hours to issue that owner's liability citation. So I'm going to give it my best efforts for the next 2 days here. And if I can't come up with anything, it'll end with that owner's liability citation. If I happen to get in contact with him after that, we can always kind of walk that back and switch the way that we're prosecuting it. But all right.
All right.
Any questions for me at all?
I don't believe so.
All right.
Thank you very much
Thanks for
all
coming
your help,
down.
sir.
For your help.
If I have anything else, I'll give you guys a call later tonight. Thanks for your time.
you.
Glad you're okay.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
No airbags, and you were wearing your seatbelt, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, the only thing you said you didn't go forward, and then she had surgery recently on her thumb.
And it just
Okay.
like bang, like when he hit me, it like banged kind of. But that was really the
That's
only other like.
Gotcha.
It's, yeah.
So nothing broken or
No.
No.
Just scared more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just more scared that he drove away. I was like, I don't know what to do
It's
now.
like-
It's like
kinda-
he told me like, oh, somebody hits you, and like exchange information,
Yeah, I
and
was
I
like
couldn't
confused.
do that.
Yeah, I could shake you up a little bit.
Yeah.
I told her she did the right thing. She pulled over, called me in, then we came over and had the nice gentleman. Oh, actually, can I take a picture? Oh, will his name be on the report? I wanted
the
to send him a
witness?
thank you note.
The witness?
Yes.
Yeah, his stuff will be in the report.
It will.
Address and everything will be in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I just wanted to send him a thank you note and say thank you
Otherwise,
very much.
if you want to keep this, I can just write it down.
Okay, either or. I can just take a here. I'll just take a picture of it.
You know what? I'm going to
You're
end up
gonna
using
write
that
it-
anyway, so I'm
Put
just
it
going to
in
write
your
it
book where
down.
everything is.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to thank him for being kind and checking to make sure she was okay.
Beautiful. Actually, one last question. What time did this happen? Because I know there was a bit of a delay. I got a call from the witness before I was looking for you up there.
Oh, so he called you guys, the witness?
Somebody called us. I don't know if it was Roy, but somebody called us, and I was up there looking for you and didn't find you. And
It
then
happened
come
at
I can
back
tell you when you
like
called to me.
4:40, like it was like 4:41, I think, and then I called you. You came, and then we came here.
Yeah.
Or he pulled over, talked to me. You met me there, and then you.
Because I was
were
over
here.
by, where Ernie Von Schlater used to be, whatever those car dealerships are now.
Yeah.
I just got off the freeway, by the hospital, that new little hospital. I was just getting off of there when she called me and said that, so I just quick
Yeah, you've been off
U-turn.
for 40...
Yeah, 41, 45. And then I came over there, so
Yeah, because I don't know if he called too, because he told me, like, when he gave me the license plate, he was like, I don't know if you want to go to the police station or call them and they'll, like, come to your house, but he said just as long as your mom is coming by.
You called, yeah, because you called me, you were leaving high school, you called me at 4:32, said you were going to get gas at Costco.
So it was like,
4:41,
yeah.
and then a 4:45 call, so,
Yeah. I'll check the time on the witness that called too. So,
yeah, okay.
all right.
All right,
Thanks for your help.
Thank you.
Have a night.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Officer Holsby with Menominee Falls. Are you here?
Yes, I am. I'll be right there.
Sounds good. How are you doing, Roger?
I don't know. I lost my phone and everything. Had an accident. Come on. Come on.
Okay. I'm here about the accident. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah. There was coming up the hill. There was some snow dropped off the top of the car,
Okay.
and I was like a whole car and a half back, and the wheels got underneath it. I hit the brakes, and the car didn't pulse
Oh, the anti-lock brakes didn't work.
at all.
Okay.
So when the wheels were up on and I hit.
Okay.
I had plenty of time to stop,
Okay.
and I couldn't believe I couldn't stop. And if I had that happen in my life,
Okay.
I mean, a car and a half, I had that.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of snow on the ground.
So the tires like locked up on you? But
yeah,
So the brakes were functional, but the anti-lock brakes were not functional.
right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
Well, it was so bad, and I was shook up pretty bad. It's just that I wanted to make sure I didn't get another accident, so I went to try to get home without a problem.
Okay.
I was taking the back roads instead of the highway up there anyway,
So where did this happen at?
at Coles.
By Coles on Appleton Avenue?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
But it happened on the street, right?
Yes, it was on the street, going up a hill.
So do you hit this part of your car hit what?
The van,
Okay. What color was the van?
white.
White. Okay. Maybe a white SUV. Would that be more accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. How come you didn't stop to talk to that driver?
I'm supposed to take pills a certain time.
Okay.
I'm diabetic. I'm
Okay.
a serious diabetic. I'm taking 1,000. I'm taking a high-end diabetic pills. So I want to get home and take my diabetic.
Okay. Did you try to contact the police at all?
I couldn't. I didn't have a phone even at that time. I just got my phone now,
Okay.
and she just called me. I was going to call you tomorrow.
Okay.
She told me.
You understand you're required by law to stop at the scene of a crash, though.
Have another crash, and I wasn't sure if that was going to happen.
Well, the other driver turned into a parking lot right next to where the crash happened. Is there any reason you didn't follow her in there?
I wasn't sure what was going to happen. If that guy in back could hit me again or nothing. I was worried about that. The road, it was white out at that time,
Okay.
and there was like somebody dropped some snow off the car, heavy, because we had a lot more snow there. Than
Yeah, it was snowing pretty good.
I
We
know.
had a lot of crashes right then.
You had some snow there, like somebody dropped snow off a big truck off the top.
Okay.
That's what was bothering me a lot.
Okay.
I mean, we had a lot of snow there.
Yeah.
No place down, going down further down, there was not that much snow, but it was snowing, but it was not like that on that road.
Yeah.
It was built up.
Okay.
And it was
So
water.
you decided not to stop at the scene of the crash, just so that you could come home to take medication.
Yes, I have to take medication.
What's been going on today that you didn't come up and report the crash today?
I get the phone. I got the phone, and I just got it today. At 5 o'clock, I got the phone.
Okay, but you know that you were involved in a crash, so why didn't you report it?
I just going to report it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Because I thought I'm pretty uptight yet with everything.
Okay.
And I'm very nervous when something like this happens, and I want to relax, not.
Okay.
I'm just.
Is it possible that you didn't stop because maybe you'd been drinking or anything? Or
I don't drink.
You don't drink?
Ever.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. I'm just.
No, I never drink.
I'm kind of asking
Hey,
like
actually,
inquisitive questions because that's what a lot of
Yeah.
times when people don't stop is because of
No, actually, I'm supposed to drink. They said a little bit of wine
Oh yeah.
to bring my cholesterol down a little bit.
Mm.
I'm taking multiple.
Okay.
Recently, I was told I got cancer.
Okay.
Up north, my Marshfield, they said I have cancer, and then my cholesterol is up, and I'm taking medicine for this. So I'm a little uptight about it. Just,
Is it possible that you didn't stop at the crash because you thought maybe you'd get away with it?
Not really.
Not really?
Well,
What do you mean by not really?
Well, you got a guy in back of me, you know, everybody seen me, you know.
Okay.
I had the license and everything.
All right. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Yes, I do. Hang on.
Could I take a look?
Yeah, I'll go to that.
All right. Thank
Should've
you,
got
sir.
that right over to you.
Appreciate it. So is this County Road E, is that the best address to use for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you want to stay in the house and keep warm, that's fine. I'm gonna go work on some paperwork in my squad car. Do you have insurance for the car?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What insurance company do you use?
I use American Family.
Okay. And you have a current policy with them?
I have to have a current policy.
Why is that?
My age, I need a current insurance.
Okay.
Okay, simple as that.
Okay.
It behooves me not to have it.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go check on your driver's license here.
Yeah. Ryan is my insurance man from American Family.
I'm sorry.
Ryan.
Ryan.
is American Family.
Gotcha. Right, I'm going to go put your driver's license info into the computer. I am going to be issuing a citation for the hit and run today. I'll get that paperwork for you, and then my evidence guy is going to come take some pictures and measurements of your car here, and then we'll be out of your hair. Okay?
Okay, when does that happen roughly?
The photographs?
Yeah.
Probably about 5 to 10 minutes. He's
Yeah,
on
that's
his
no problem.
he's on his way here right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I appreciate your cooperation. I'll be back with you in a few. If you want to wait inside, no problem. So you can stay warm. Okay? Thank you.
Henry 222.
David 211, turn inside.
7 for David 211. Henry 222, 1021, 28, Kyle Brzezinski, 262-955 at 9678, 262-955 at 9678, referencing extra patrol request.
Six 345.
Yeah, it's the white Impala right there.
Did you talk to him?
Yep.
Did he kick to it?
Yep.
State criminal case.
Yep.
All right, do my thing.
Henry 211.
Henry 211, go ahead.
If you could put me 10-6, that's got a flat. My partner's en route to the PD to grab our jack and our spare tire. I'm on the off ramp to Young Loop from westbound 16.
What's nice is that the damage on the Toyota is about 18 inches across.
Yeah.
The damage on this hood is 18 inches across.
That fold in his hood is
Well, he must have braked and went under it. You know, you can tell he went underneath the
I guess he kind of turned sideways and kind of hit it on a little bit of an angle.
but he clearly went under it. You know,
Yeah.
and
Popped the hood up.
the left front portion of the bumper probably did the damage to her bumper, and then his hood did the damage
Got
to
folded,
the tire and everything. So
Thanks for your help. Sounds good. See you back here. Couple last questions. Was anybody else with you?
No.
Okay. And then we were wearing your seatbelt?
Yes.
Okay. No airbags or anything? No injuries?
Nothing like
Okay. Driver's license back for you? I have 2 citations here. A little bit different instructions for each one, okay? First one is a citation for failure to keep your vehicle under control. I understand there's snow and ice, but regardless of that, you're still obligated by statute to keep your vehicle under control. This one has an optional court date on January 10th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The address is right here in the upper left corner.
That's in Butler?
Menominee Falls, so not very far at all from where the crash happened. January 10th would be the date for that. $136.60 is the fine amount if you're found guilty. You either have to attend the court date or you can pay the fine ahead of time by following the instructions here on the bottom.
Okay.
All right. The second one is for the hit and run. In other words, not stopping at the crash, not reporting the crash. This one has a different court date. It's a mandatory appearance on January 30th. That's a Tuesday. It's at 8:15 a.m. And it's at the Waukesha County Circuit Court on Moreland Boulevard.
Someplace different than the courthouse? I mean, first place?
Yes, a different courthouse because this
one's in a police station right there.
Correct.
Okay.
Right in Menominee Falls. And then this one is on Moreland Boulevard in the city of Waukesha. Right by, so it's the Waukesha County Circuit Courthouse. It's kind of right in the main downtown area of the city of Waukesha.
You're going to Waukesha?
Yes, sir.
Way over there?
Yes, sir.
That's a hell of a long ways for...
So the reason being is because this one is a misdemeanor citation. It's not just a municipal one like the traffic citation is. Okay. This one does not show a fine amount because it's a mandatory court appearance, so you have to be there on that date and time. If you have any questions about that court appearance, there's a phone number for their clerk's office right here for you.
Thank you.
Any questions for me on that?
No, you're pretty accurate.
Thank you for your cooperation. I appreciate it. In the future, if that were to happen again, be sure you stop out at the crash scene, okay?
Yeah,
I understand you're in a rush, but...
Oh, and I had my medicine, I told you.
At a minimum, information needs to be exchanged between you and the other driver. So, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Thanks for your patience.
No problem.
Driver Jack and I'm on the off ramp, 2 young moves from West.
For more content like this, like and subscribe.